All right, guys, Big Rich here from Ohio Fish Rescue. I just wanted to talk to you today about how things can go wrong and perpetually go wrong really fast, really bad. Stay tuned to see what happened now. Are you done yet?
You around if you don't stop.
All right, I'm back. This is the little shrimp tank we were building. We still haven't got it hooked up yet or nothing, but it's on the wall and it looks nice there. But I come out to the fish room this morning to feed the fish and, you know, do my daily routine, and look what I walked into and seen. Where's all the water? Oh my God. So the pool's gone. The ground's wet. You can see the edges here. Josh had come over last night and left that plugged in, draining outside to lower the water level, and forgot that it was plugged in. I came out here this morning and it is down. So there's about 4 inches on this side, and I've been filling it up now for about a half hour, so maybe about 5 inches. Yeah, because see the height of that step right there? That's how high that is. So that's probably 5-6 inches of water now. I had to get in there because there was 2 rays up here and their heads were sticking out of the water. I had to shoo them into the deeper end. And now that the water's not running through our overflow right there, there's no heat coming in here. So now it's going to cost me probably about $1,000 in water to fill this back up, and it's going to take 3-4 days. So we came up with this idea. We're going to take this blue pump and this 2-inch hose. We're going to run it into the overflow and have all the water from down here pumping up into there. We can turn our pump system back on. It's going to go through the heater and the filtration and then come out here, and it'll circulate this and heat it. So the fish won't have to worry about being cold. Now, if you can notice, also, look what else happened. That whole light came out of the wall. So now is a perfect time for us to change that light out for the new light that one of our followers gave to us. I'll look up his name soon and let you know. But he gave us a brand new light to go in there. So, you know, here's all the rays. They're all over everywhere over here. It's a little nicer where they're all compacted. But, and there's a couple up there still. But yeah, this could have been detrimental. If I'd have slept any more, if I'd not come out here to feed early, we could have pumped this down and left the rays that were up there to die in the no water zone. And then all these rays here would have got down to like, it's like 39 degrees outside. So the ground's got to be close to 50 degrees. So this would have definitely went below 60 degrees in here, being that it's surrounded by cement into the ground at all sides. So this could have been really, really bad. So anytime you change your normal routine, man, things can go bad quickly. Water gets drained because you left the hose in. All of a sudden now there's no heat. There's the oxygen is up there. That's our pump, our pond oxygenator. So down here there wouldn't have been so much air except for the return. See that blue hose there? That pumps out and goes up to this, and it returns what's fallen in, making a lot of oxygen there. The pumps for the system has that waterfall there, this waterfall, and then this waterfall over here coming back in, splashing. So the oxygen is not a problem. But it could have been if, you know, all this stuff wouldn't have ran. The plants are doing good. We cut off all the big leaves, and you see all the renewed growth onto this thing. And even the new one we put over there, it only had 4 leaves on it. It's doing good. So let me see here. So yeah, Josh is getting home and from work, and we're going to replace that light. Been wanting to do that anyway, because, you know, we can't see it in here at nighttime. All of the lights from you know, the original install don't work. They all go on, but they're dim. and we replaced the what do you call it, the power pack and the transformer, that's what it's called, and the new transformer made them still the same dimness, so I don't know what's going on with the lights. So we don't have no lights in there at nighttime. These plants here that we put up here, remember they were all dying? Well, now they're starting to come back and do good, starting to grow. And you can see the oxygen coming up there. So yeah, it's I haven't seen this pool like this for a few years. This is crazy. Now's a good time to fill in that back wall with the fake rock from Universal Studios. Yeah, this is crazy. Let's go check on the rest of the fish. Because now we had water pumping from here up into the other room, and the other room was draining to outside. Without the water being pumped up in there, guess what? This water in here is low too. So as soon as you walk in, you can hear air suction. The 4400 ain't down yet. This is doing good. I can see the eel tanks down. When you look over here, sure enough, it's all empty. But we were smart enough to put the return drain in there where the pump sucks out 6 inches off the ground. So no matter what, these guys will never be left without water. So right now, I'm pumping water up to that. All the other tanks looks like they're non-affected. This is doing good. These are all doing good. Okay. This guy's doing good. Yep, and even the 3000, let's see it. Why is its lights not on? I had them on earlier. Oh. There they go. And that light, yep. Okay. So it's doing okay. All right, let me close this to keep this heat in here. All right, this is crazy. All right, we're going to do some work and then I'll do some more filming. All right, now we're filling this back up in here. But remember I told you about compounding problems? Well, we're trying to fill that up. And remember I took away all the hoses that were draining out to other tanks? Well, look at this. Now we got this thing flooded. The one draining to this 3000, it was draining out, so I unplugged, I shut that off. And now we have an overflow right here that goes back to the pool inside. Well, that was plugged and it overflowed out the top of this and down onto the floor here and got all this carpet wet over to there. That's just problem after problem after problem. But as of now, you can't really see, but you can see a hose going up to it. We have a pump down there plugged in on the side, running up, and it's clamped inside of there. So now we have a big, I think it's a 4,000 gallon per hour pump running up there and hardly no head weight. So water is going up there and we turned that system on. So now it's going through our heater and then our filter and then our heater and then returning on the 2 holes in the bottom step and then one against this wall over here. How's it running, Josh?
Decent, not full speed.
Decent, yeah. Anything's better than nothing sitting here. All right, now, you want to take that light and go back there and see if you can find that new light?
Right here.
Oh, there it is. I looked all over back there and couldn't find it. All right, so now we've got a new light here. Josh is going to look at replacing that one while the water level's low. Well, look at this. It is getting filled back up. Yes, we got the ladder in there. We went up there and mounted the disco ball and put the light bulbs in for it. Oh, something's wet here on the floor. Okay, water is filling back up. Like I mentioned, we have that water going up there, so now the water's heated coming back in over here. The water's back up to 78 degrees now. So water's coming out on that end, it's coming in on this end, it's traveling through, and it's 78 degrees. we took the oxygen thing and put it down here. So it's at the bottom. And we've got these water running again. Hubert's water's running. All them tanks are running again. Everything is back to normal. We're just waiting for this water to fill up. I have a prime doser on it. In other words, I filled the doser machine up with prime, and it's it's running in, getting dripped into that pool. We've got everything in here hooked back up, and this is full again. Nope, halfway full, but it's filling up. It's filling up faster than it's draining out. So we're doing good. Everything's back to normal, except for this guy here. Let me get that running right now. Oh no, it is running. The inside thing fell off. So it'll keep it at this level, wherever this is. So it's going to stay this level all night. Right. So let me see. Here's the inside piece that fell off. So when Josh comes back over tomorrow, we'll put that back on there, and that'll bring the level of the inside of the tank up to where we want it. But water is running through. You can tell from the YouTube, it is full, and water is running over. So we're good. Everything is hooked back up. No casualties. It's been an all-day thing. We got some wet floor left, but we should be okay. It is filling now. It's going to take probably 2 days to fill. This is going to take a while. But all I cared about was the warmth of the water. So now that we got it back up and the rays are able to swim everywhere now, we're in good shape. I'll continue recording this in the morning so you can see the progress we made overnight. Okay, 7 o'clock in the morning. It has been filling all night long. All day yesterday and all night. And we're just now halfway up that light right there. Well, it's pretty much the top of the light. Yeah, there's the top of the light. So it's raised a foot since we've started this, but since we've got water pumping in up there and going through, I've explained this before, the water is now at 80 degrees. So they're good, and water is circulating through the whole system. So just because it ain't high enough now, don't mean we're not using our overflow. We found a way to get away with that by pumping water up to the overflow, and it's actually filling up the overflow and falling down the wall. And the pump itself is sucking from the overflow, going through the heater, or going through the filter, then the heater, and coming back in. So I thought this would be filled up more by this morning. This has been a full 24 hours now. But it's all looking good. It's nice and clear, filtered water. We've got the oxygen down there on the bottom now coming up. You can see it right there going up and down. Heated water, so now it's just a matter of time. You can see how devastating one little mistake can be. Josh plugged that water in and forgot that it was draining out. And look, now I'm dealing with it for 3, 4, 5 days. Josh came over last night and we really tore into this thing. So actually put the ladder in there and put the lights on the disco ball, but the lights we bought don't fit. There's a special plug for them, so we didn't get that accomplished. Hopefully I can buy them today, and we can, that's why I left the ladder in there. We can go ahead and get that done so that job will be done. What it was is there's little tiny pin spotlights, and pointing at the globe, they only lit up about that big around of a spot on the side of that. We need a wide array of light to light up the whole side right here. And it was a very dimly lit yellow light instead of a bright white light. So, all right, let's go inside and check in here. Because, like I said, we still have water pumping up to here and then flowing back down. And then for our main system, It's pumping up into here and overflowing out right through that hole right there, back to the pool. So everything's looking good. We ain't got no big problems no more. We're just waiting for the pool to fill up now. Yeah, phew. You know, you do something with like tank A, and then tank B, C, and D is affected, and then you do something to fix that, and you're like, oh, you forgot about why it happened, and now you're changing another parameter, and man, you lose it so quickly. But all in all, the fish are safe. The fish are well heated, and they're doing good. I was worried because without running it through our filter, there was no heater. So, but now it's all doing good. I'm happy. Just got to wait for it to fill. Guys, look, our little volunteer Christy come over today. Hi, Christy.
Hi.
And she actually washing up the last bit of dishes I had to do from Thanksgiving. I have been doing loads of dishwashing or dishwasher loads, and I've been doing so much, but we have these pans out here that was the last thing to do because we had food stored in a bunch of them. See these things here? There's still 2 more in the dishwasher with the lids. And then she, did these 2, and there's 1 in the dishwasher. She did these 2, and there's 1 in the dishwasher. And she's doing the lids now. What a sweetheart. Thank you, Christy, for coming over and helping us. That is awesome of you. And look, her hair matches my mermaid outfit and its hair. Look, let's put that side by side. Look, it's almost the exact same color. And this is what we got to put on under it, I guess. That's supposed to contain all of my hair. That ain't gonna work, is it?
No.
So this whole mermaid thing is going to be a fiasco. I've got mine in Reapers, and Josh said he's getting his own because the one I ordered from China got damaged and got returned. So Josh is buying his own. So I'm thinking he's going to show up here with a merman kit, but that wasn't the deal. He has to be showed up as a mermaid, and we're going to make this video. What do you think about that video?
It's gonna be cool.
Oh, you just can't wait, can you?
No.
Okay, I come in the house and I thought Chrissy was doing my dishes. I'm like, oh, what a sweetheart. Nope, she's cleaning the new turtle, cleaning his shell up. Well, he's stinky. Wow. So stay tuned for that turtle in a new video, all by himself. But thank you, Christy, for cleaning him up for us. You're always in lots of help around here. All right, and you guys seen, we got in the Big Rich Mermaid outfit. So if you watch the Friday night live streams, you'll see that people reached their goal. People donated enough to see Big Rich in a mermaid outfit. They actually doubled the goal and want Josh and Reaper in the video too. So there's going to be 3 mermaids, and we're going to try and make a calendar out of it. So we're going to try poses and underwater swimming and pictures, all that kind of stuff. I don't see why you people want to see Big Rich in a mermaid outfit, but here you go. All right. Okay. It's the evening of the second day. You see it's starting to get nighttime. We are about, I'd say 2.5 foot from the top. And, the water's at 86 degrees right now. So all the water coming in is doing good, heating up the rest of the water and traveling through. They're doing great. The only problem is the level of the water. So everything we got pumping up into the fish room is now coming back down to here, but we don't have anything draining out of the fish room. That's usually, we don't have nothing coming back. So when it gets pumped up from here, nice clean water goes into the fish room, goes through our filtration, goes through our tanks, and then drains outside. And that's usually how our run-through system goes. But right now, these couple of days, we're having to have it run back to itself so that the water level gets high. So it's going to take a few days to lower down the amount of nitrates it's going to build up. Usually our nitrates are about 10 to 12 with the amount of run-through that we've had. So they're probably going to jump up into the 30, maybe 40 area. And then we'll just have our running through for the next week or so, and it'll bring it down, and then we can slow it down back to our normal rate. And we should be okay. So everything's doing good. Even the salt water's coming back. So we're doing good here. The salt water, what had happened to it was we ran out of the water, and it evaporated, and it wasn't pumping up here. So this guy, the double Duncan, closed up. All this, you couldn't see no green. They all closed up because I figured out without the water flow, there was no heat. So it got down cold in here. But all the fish have made it, and everything's good. All the corals made it, except for maybe this guy. Now, he's starting to come back with the purple, but he was all white yesterday. So we'll see if he makes it. This one's coming back with all the green. Yeah, everything else is coming back. So we're going to wait on and see on this coral right here. And yeah, there's just too many variables for me to watch constantly. I mean, constantly. I have to be on it like a hawk. If I see any air bubbles in that, I know that the water's too low. I got to put in distilled water. Josh, you know, he just made a mistake and because we had too much water coming in, so he turned the pump on to drain it down some and forgot it, and then went home, and I didn't know. So all night long I'm inside taking care of Tracy because you can't see nothing dark out here. I come out in the morning and it was like, holy but Jesus, what happened? So everybody's doing good. We seem to have avoided a crisis. It's just it's going to take another 3 days or so to fill up. You can see the walls here. All right, guys, you see the grasses are recovering. Everything's looking good in there. But look here, the 4th day, and it is almost full. We've got about another 6 inches. You can tell because of that overflow right there sticking out of the water. Usually we don't barely see that. It's at the top of the overflow. So it's almost full. It's almost there. It took us 4 days. And we're still putting it on here. I'm telling you, it's going to be about $1,000 in water bill. So we're doing good. Let me turn on the rest of these lights. And tanks are almost back clear. Yep, everything's back normal. This is tank. Gotta turn these lights on. Oh, this tank here is draining up. Okay. I didn't turn it back on. That means I drained it out and sucked air in the hose, I bet. No, didn't get out far enough, so we're good. I just turned it back on. It's starting to flow again. So now it'll fill back up. Good deal. By the end of the day today, we'll be full on water. Back to where we normally are. Oh, and Brutus is back to his same old self. Hi, buddy. He's following me around wanting food. Ah, good deal. Wow, what a fiasco that was, huh? It was nonstop. The water is 80 degrees, and everything's back doing good. Stingrays are back on their steps and their platforms here. We still haven't gotten the lights. I'm going to have to replace some whole light fixtures. But yeah, the jungle has returned. The plants are coming back. Remember, this guy here had fallen over. He was underwater for all night. We had to cut off all the big leaves, and he was real barren. Well, now he's starting to really come back. This one's growing good too. Yeah, all the plants are doing good. Alrighty. Well, you guys went through another fiasco with us, another endeavor. Hope you guys liked it, enjoyed it. You get to see, everything that happens here, not just the good, but the bad too. Everything that happens daily with us, we showed you guys. So, hope you enjoyed it, and you know, hit that like button, that subscribe button. It helps us out, helps us afford all this. You know, we're doing pretty good otherwise. So I appreciate it, and as always, stay fishy, my friends.